competent. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. Ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honest, the unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honest, the unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Beats and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
On the set.
58 to Mike. Watch the run.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Do,
get.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivera. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
From the gun, Rivera. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
First down, Beats.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Out. Watch out.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Rivera. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Throwing again. Rivera. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called.
Here we go.
Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
Went for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there.
Look at me, zipper.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Operating from the gun, Rivera. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator.
Number 53, Mike 53. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Show it in.
Spine. Big grip.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Yo, go.
Crunch time, defense. Mike 5-4.
Get it.
Now Gray operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Read.
Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Shoot.
On first down, this is Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming. 55.
Back to throw is Gray. From the gun, he'll throw. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Switch.
Gray on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
That's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Rivera. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. It's the fullback. 82 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Orbit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Gray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Rivera. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Ready. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 1st down, Rivera. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Down, 18 Gator.
On first down, Rivera. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Rivera going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Heading. Protein spill. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
You got tight right there. Check 3.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
It's a gain of 35. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw again. Gray. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. This is Geis. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Go.
2nd and 5. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Go. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Here's Gray on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Delta.
Throwing again. Rivera. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gray now throwing to start the drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a run with Geis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now! Go! Go!
Now Gray, operating from the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, Echo.
54, Mike, 54. Blue Dan. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
2nd and 4. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Come on, set. Greystone travel. 18 Gator. Hey, Charlie.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Right here.
Hey, Zoo.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Look at me, Zipper.
Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54.
Hey, exit.
54. Not today, you aren't. Not today. Mike's 5-4.
Step.
Back to throw is Gray. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check, hot route.
Go. Hurry. Get ready.
And now a carry here for the fullback. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Rivera. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
4 down, easy. Mike 35. Check the outs. 35's the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Rivera. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Smith.
Looking to throw. Rivera. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On the ground, it's Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Into heavy traffic, and the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Rivera. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Rivera. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike's 5'4".
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 50.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go, G. Check 99. Check 99. Check your hot read.
But I get it.
Looking to throw. Gray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Back to throw. Gray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
That's it, baby. We go
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The final shot before break. Rivera, he's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10.
You're not ready.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check right. Watching the guard.
Check tight. Check tight.
Gray from the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
In any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's Gray from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Gray now, operating from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Hey, exit.
Come on, QB, come on.
Go.
Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Gray looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
X3, 218, chop it.
2nd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivera. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. He finds an opening past the 40, and all the way up to the 46. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Gray throwing on first down, and that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Smith.
53, Mike. Hey.
Now.
Back to throw is Gray. To throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Yep. Hey, Haywood.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Bam. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the give, this is their fullback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 start. Greystone travel.
6 guys. Check 6 hits.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. And then if they get a second chance at it, to try and pick up the first down.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
At 60 Pittsburgh.
Check right.
Check go.
Operating from the gun. Rivera, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
58, come on. Watch the out, watch the out. Hey, 58 is the
2nd and 15. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Gray, off-play action. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Curtis Samuel with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
That's our own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Rivera. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're running it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rivera. And he comes back with one complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Rivera. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
At the 22-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, 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 hey. Four down, four down, four down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike 53. I'll get him, get him, get him. Shit, shit, shit.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Here's Gray. Going to throw again. Taking a shot for Samuel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. 90 is in mine.
2nd and 3. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down beats.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
Mike 58, right there. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Snap.
On 1st and 10, Rivera. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw. Rivera throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. It's the fullback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are back within a single score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey. Banjo. Look at me. Zipper.
53's mine.
Hey, lock it.
53's mine.
Hey.
Wild Bill. Check 24. Check 24. Begin.
Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll run with Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Gators. 53. I got you, punk.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw from his end zone, Rivera. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shift. Watch the shift.
5.
Now a give running left is Geis. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Set. And 2 stop.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cardinals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. On the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some